Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to another live stream. Starting to do these a bit more daily now because the games are coming thick and fast. We're in to the packed part of the season. This is where fatigue's going to start to kick in. This is where fixtures are going to keep rolling around back to front, same way it always does. And we're going to delve into everything regarding the Watford Chelsea game and also the Ballon d'Or results. There's been bullshit. There's been things to celebrate. Also, Ballon d'Or winners in terms of club football. Club of the Year for the first time ever. We are the inaugural Club of the Year for 2021. So big up everyone that's locked in and let's celebrate because that's another thing we can run for the next 12 months. Big up the panel. Big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button on your way into the stream the same way you guys always do. And let's get into it. First off, Alex, how's the last 24 hours been for you, bro? You all good?
Yeah, I'm all good. Ready for tomorrow. Excited.
Love to hear it. Javi, I've also sent you a link, bro, so hop on as well if you're about. I do hope my microphone will keep up for today, correct, Ace? But a new microphone is coming in because this one is really on its last legs. We're literally living on blue tack right now. It's peak. But this mic will be gone in the next few days. Big up, Jesters. What are you saying, bro? How's everything?
Yeah, just a day back from work and trying to figure out how we're going to line up. That's the pressure this morning was a depressor. So it's going to be interesting. Do you rest players now, get them ready for West Ham? I know they're going to have a lot of them are going to have a rest in a Zenit game, but I would rather rest some of those names that we saw for Watford and get them ready to go. Make sure they're good to go for West Ham. I think we can get away with playing some offensive players in positions that we usually have a kind of a defender.
Yeah, it's a game where we can afford to experiment a little bit because if we struggle against the likes of Watford, then we need to ask serious questions. Wesley Sipes, I see you want to come on. If you got Twitter, just DM me. I'll check my message request and I'll drop you the link. Josh, what are you saying, bro? You good?
Yeah, man, doing well. Yeah, same as Alex. Excited about tomorrow. Try to get that sour taste out of our mouth from the weekend. I listened to the press conference like Jester. It was kind of a depressor, a little bit of a depressor, but going to be probably out some big names for that game. But Watford are missing Sarr. That's a bonus for us. But if we can't be beating the likes of Watford, it's going to be a long season anyway. So.
Defo. Scott, what are you saying, my G? You all good?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Calm down after yesterday. Thoughts are still stay the same, but calm down a bit after the stream yesterday, talking about the stuff that happened in the United game. And I echo what you and Josh have said. I don't think Watford's a game that you can look past, so to speak, because we saw what's happened to teams that have done that. This season, but I still think they are where they are because they're not good enough, particularly in defence, and this is something we have to take advantage of.
Defo, and so speaking of Werner, we'll delve into it a little bit later, but there's rumours that he's going to be leaving at the end of the season, and Bayern and Dortmund are both interested. Just popped up on, I think, Matt Law's podcast a few hours ago.
Yeah,
so now it's coming from Matt Law. I think there's a bit more legs to this, and perfect timing to come out, straight after that fixture against United.
£250.
£2.50.
No. £250.
200. Yeah, you know what, mate? Throw a Happy Meal in there as well.
No. Somebody on this panel going to win £250 when he goes.
Oh shit! Yeah, Andrew, what was your bet, by the way? Because I've forgotten about it.
So it's the bet that he leaves either in January or by next summer's transfer window. So
250's on that.
Hey, he was daring people to take it. He's very confident. I said, okay, I'll take you up on it. That's fine.
We probably could have got another 250 out of him, Andrew.
I was going to say, bro, you could have got banged for that.
Poor Fata, bruv.
He can afford it.
He's going to be mourning Werner's departure, and then he's going to have to drop 250 in your bank account as well. It is peak.
He needs to hold
my days.
He deserves
it. Speaking of, big up Xavi as well. Andrew, what are you saying, bro? You're all good anyway.
Yeah, all good, man. I'm glad there's midweek games to get over the weekend.
I think your mic is messing up.
You there, Andrew?
Oh,
And,
not again.
oh my day. Andrew, can you hear us?
Oh, there we
The
go.
man went sideways. He was like, no, go
Oh my
sideways.
days, I can't be bothered. Daniel, what are you saying, man? You good?
Yo, I'm pissed off for Mendy, man. He should
Yeah,
have
hell
won.
yeah.
What do
We
you
Oh,
will
do?
yeah.
get into that shit because it was a fucking
I'm
farce.
pulling
man.
up. I'm pulling up. I just bought my flight. You know, some things are gonna happen. And I'm gonna make some changes. Now he should have definitely won it, man. He had what 27 clean sheets to Donnarumma's, I think 12. Like
Yeah,
it wasn't even close. Like there was nothing close about it.
It's
This
It made
fraud
no
can't even
it's
get in the
not that
PSG
deep.
side, man.
It's really not that deep, dude. It's just the award means nothing. None of those
It means
awards
something
mean
to them.
absolute.
It means something to them. It
They're
means
just-
something to him.
They're
Because
just
that goes down in
popularity
history that
contests
you
at the end
won
of
it.
the day. Like they're just popularity contests at the end of the day. That's all it is.
I get that, but obviously he really cares about it.
Well,
I
think
completely-
it
I
cares
completely
more about
agree. That's
winning
the
for
You
biggest-
go
team,
watch TV or
so-
you're gonna go take a
It's
nap?
recognition. Like they want
Yeah.
that recognition. You know,
I-
going from nothing,
I
proving
understand
yourself at
that.
the highest heights. Like you feel like you deserve to get that.
But he would rather win the Champions League than win that title.
You got to
But it's not
understand
one or
human
the other,
psychology,
Flicker. It's
man,
both.
and
He
the
won the
importance of
Champions
awards.
League.
Yeah, I know. He got the better title, Champions League winner. Then
I'm saying he should have gotten both, man.
well,
He should have
Probably
won the
so, but
Levy
it's not
Ashton
that
Award.
deep.
There's
It's
no
not even
reason
worth
why
talking
Donnarumma
about.
deserved it.
I told you it's just a popularity contest. It's the same reason why you got CR7 chilling in what was it, 5th, despite
Sixth.
doing literally fuck
Near
all.
enough.
Like despite doing fuck all the entire year. It's popularity. Like it at the end of the day, it means nothing. Like, and it will mean nothing until it gets to a point where there is.
No, but I feel
No.
like it means something to
Wait,
the
wait, so
players.
we're not
at
gonna
least. Like
celebrate
Lewandowski, for example,
Jorginho
he
being in the
would have
top
won
three?
that Striker of the Year award, and he would have been happy with it. But the same way, he's thinking that he would have deserved at least one Ballon d'Or.
Actually, he didn't deserve the Ballon d'Or for 21.
He definitely did.
No,
It was
It's a
him or
year
Jorginho.
award for me, and
It's
like
just
Messi
21,
hasn't.
not 20. And
Messi
21,
hasn't
he was
pulled out
injured
the
a
whole of
lot.
2021 though. Like I
He-
understand based on his La Liga records and what happened at Copa America, he should be up there. Fair enough. But
What La
Lewandowski-
Liga record? What La
I was
Liga
going to say
record?
that this La Liga record.
He only played good in La Liga for half a season.
It's
He
not
was
even
shit
that.
for
though.
the rest of it.
Everyone's talking about his La Liga record where he got 30 goals and 9 assists. Robert Lewandowski broke a 60-year-old record.
Yeah, but it's again, I don't even want to talk about this. It's stupid because it doesn't not matter. Number one and number two, individual awards in a team sport is dumb.
100% agree with you.
Yeah, I would.
But it still means something to the players, isn't it?
Can you
I
guys hear
know,
me?
but that's like it should be
Who?
like
Who we
individual
talking
best
to?
striker, best midfielder,
You-
best that then you can see the you know what I'm saying. But to put like I don't know, to make for example tournament and give one specific player for just one tournament, I understand with the golden boot of a tournament, like you know what I'm saying, like that makes sense. But it's too like I'm same thing. Like I just can't wait for those both frauds of the world, Ronaldo and Messi, to fuck retire and get the fuck out of this team sport, so I can watch and enjoy the rest of the normal people watching the game. Both of those needs to retire. The quicker the better, so people can forget about them.
Yeah, and then we can
Yeah,
start giving these awards out to players who actually deserve it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you guys. Like the individual awards are dumb. I also agree, though, that for a guy like Mendy, this award probably means a little bit more than to most people, especially because he's representing a continent that doesn't get a lot of love and also at a position in that continent that doesn't get a lot of love. And he was incredible. I mean, Donnarumma can't even sniff the PSG team right now. And Mendy's continuing to drop incredible games. It's probably the one huge kind of big miss by the people who voted on these awards or whatever. But
Well, again, and when it's people's opinions, you can't.
Right.
It just is what it is.
Yo, can
And
y'all
it's
hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got you, Zevi.
Oh yeah,
No, we just-
I just
we-
want to
we're trying
chime
to
in
ignore
No,
before
as
you.
long
Alex
as we
says
feel that way
something
about
dumb.
J5 as well.
Yeah, The Ballon, that award is it may not be powerful to y'all, but that symbolism and an African keeper winning that award is huge. Like just that imagery of an African keeper getting that award means a lot to the continent and people who also look like him and play that position. So it may not let's not minimize it here.
The
you know what I mean?
problem is, Javi, is in the world we live in. I genuinely don't see an African player ever winning it.
But you see, that's the
a problem.
That's the
It is a
statement. And
problem.
there's a problem.
It is a problem.
That is
yeah.
the world that we live in.
And it's like Mendy said, if he was playing for France right now, he'd probably have won it.
So that's why it's a big deal. And
that's why I don't want to keep quiet on it and just talk about individual awards.
We can't just sweep it under the rug.
Because the fact is, he outright deserved that award. The only reason why Donnarumma's won it is because Saka missed the penalty and bottled it. That's it.
And then even the award,
you're gonna get slammed for that.
It's facts.
I know.
If he didn't save Saka and Sancho's penalties, he wouldn't be even looked at.
Which was actually really comfortable shots. Like if you thinking as a goalkeeper, the best way to save it's when it goes on the hip level. That's the height on the corner. That's where the best way for the goalkeeper to save it. If it's like a hip area, like if it's on the ground, it's harder. If it's high, it's harder. If it's on the hip level, it's literally for them just to reach it and jump it. If you get
literally to stretch your arms out, especially for someone of Donnarumma's stature as well.
Exactly.
Like this guy barely even starts for fucking PSG, and he's won this award.
Yeah,
where's the justification?
Look,
this point is like it's different. It's different, like criteria for different people because people will be like, "Oh, he was Italy's best player or whatever for the Euros," which just isn't true. And he had an amazing year. AC Milan didn't win shit.
Yeah,
they didn't do shit this year. They have done fuck all. Even in the league at the minute, they're second or third. Last year, they didn't win anything. So the most he's got to hang his head on is a month period of football. But then
the Euros, and if we're going to run the Euros, then Jorginho should have won the Ballon d'Or.
But this is the thing, and it's like, but then people will use the Copa America to say why Messi won, or people will say, oh, his whole year. But it's like, but if we're talking whole year, then why is Donnarumma in the top 10 and why is he won the best keeper? That's what I'm saying. This doesn't make sense.
This is the problem.
It matters for the players, but like, who cares?
This is the problem with this award because you don't know the clear stats, what you're supposed to go by. It's because like one day is 1 year is one thing. I remember when Cristiano Ronaldo, when Messi got for so many goals in La Liga, and all of a sudden next year Cristiano Ronaldo does the all goals, but Messi still gets the reward. I thought it was about the goals. Turns out it was about the trophies and stuff like that. So it's a bit confusing on what way they decided in the first place.
The criteria there's no criteria.
Exactly. Right. They're saying there's a criteria, but there's no criteria.
No.
There's no one's going to be able to make an argument to me that Donnarumma is a better keeper or had a better year than Mendy. I haven't heard a single compelling argument about it.
If you think any position on the team, there is more clear for individual awards, it is the goalkeepers. Because there's only two things the goalkeeper can go by. Is a clear you know what I'm saying? Like there's no other place on the field that actually can put you as an individual. You can always look for the midfielder creativity or goal scorer and all that. Even with the forwards nowadays, because all of a sudden the forwards are not the same as the inside. How do you criteria Messi's position? Is he a forward? Is he an inside winger? You know what I'm saying? So you cannot even put him against each other. But
it's the most clear-cut thing.
Exactly. But it's the goalkeeper. It's the most clear-cut thing on that field. Even referee can be not as clear cut like rating referees. But the goalkeeper is shame.
There might be an argument to be made that if you take both the players at the top of their form, that Donnarumma is a better keeper than Mendy. But if that's the case, then the Ballon d'Or ranking should never change year after year. Because if it's just on ability, then it should never change, or it should change here and there.
What top of his form is? I think his top of his form. What's that Euros? That's the best he's ever played.
I think as an all-round goalkeeper, he might be like just in terms of like ball his feet and whatnot. But it matters. But my point is, it matters what they've done over that year. That's my point. Is like because otherwise you'd be like Pogba deserves to be. If it's just on ability, then Pogba's in the back should be in there, and Neymar
Especially,
should be higher up.
like I still
And
cannot
It would never
explain
be on
Modric.
ability.
I'm
I
like,
still
that makes
cannot
sense.
explain Modric. Why did Modric won the Ballon d'Or?
Wait, that was the year he went to the
Because
World
Kevin De
Cup?
Bruyne bottled it against France.
Was that 2018
But he
Yeah.
was not even the best player on that team either. For me, it was
on
the different
Croatia?
player.
I think it's
Yeah.
a dumb conversation to have because it doesn't matter.
Like you
It's-
literally
it's-
give a person based on the
It
tournament.
matters to us, man.
It
I know.
doesn't
Matters
matter
to
though
us.
because we got a game against Watford, and we don't even know what kind of lineup we're going to put out there for
Don't worry,
tomorrow
Jester, we
because
got
of all
time
the
for
I
that.
injuries.
disagree with the
What
matter,
matters
but
less
he
now.
he
We'll
is
smash
right
Watford
about the
with our
lineup,
under
though.
18s.
Why is James a doubt? Like,
Because he's I think he's
Tired,
minutes.
Yeah,
Oh,
He's
tired.
overload.
okay, cool. If that, because I'd rather miss him against Watford than West Ham. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's going to be
Well,
an interesting lineup.
because
So we
James
could
is
spend an
not.
hour debating who gets there or why certain people did what they did on the vote.
I just want to
it-
answer Xavier's question. Why James, not Ruben? Because Ruben can carry 3 people on his back.
bro, what are you hearing? I said, why is James not fit?
I know, but I'm explaining to you with my little bit of sarcasm.
Oh
Because
yeah,
Robin
okay,
Loftus-Cheek,
okay.
Robin Loftus-Cheek is carrying 3 players on the back, and the referee, and what's his name, Bolt referee is like, I'm
Bald
playing
fraud.
advantage. I'm playing advantage. Like, what the fuck?
Are you back with
Oh,
us,
That
Andrew?
is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, technical issues
Look-
worked out.
Look
Yes.
at that
Yes, bro. What's
microphone.
your
Look at
thoughts on
that
all the Ballon
microphone.
d'Or stuff we've been talking about?
Are you landing some spaceship over there with that microphone, Andrew?
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. That's right.
NASA,
That's
NASA.
Look at the earmuffs you're wearing, man.
Hey,
Those are proper
Oi.
shells, man. Those are
No,
proper
I
shells.
listened. I listened to what you're saying, man. I don't think these awards hold any credibility whatsoever. There's no need to get frazzled over them. We know the truth. Do you know what I mean? Just run the prop that J5 is the best Premier League player in the world. Yeah, we'll just run that.
You know what? Let's just take the UEFA awards more seriously because I feel like that's a lot more credible at this point.
Hey, Mount got over the, Bruno. That's a win,
That's
bro.
not surprising.
Yeah, all these fucking Lampard comparisons, they can't even beat Mason Mount for the Ballon d'Or. Like, what is this?
You
at
guys
least
don't
he got
understand.
19.
Man U fans
like his
have to
number.
battle them every day, and I was just cooking them in the group chat.
No, but that's those Man United fans. I've said this before. Those Man United fans just look at the goals and assists and don't take into account anything else. Like
Yeah.
there are United fans that understand football that were telling people he's not that good a footballer. He just scores and gets loads of assists because he's a volume player.
Scott,
And
we
he-
saw it
He's
Sunday.
the Timo Werner of the midfield.
Yeah, we saw it Sunday. Remember that ball he gave to Choke? Right.
By the way,
By
that I don't understand why Mount couldn't get to the youngster of the season.
Because he's too old before the season started.
And
Well,
he
I
doesn't
don't
play for Barca. He
understand.
doesn't play for
What
Barca.
is he, 21?
Do you want to know what I don't
Yeah,
understand?
Mount is 23, 24.
He didn't. He
20.
wouldn't have
No.
deserved it anyway. He wouldn't have deserved it anyway.
23.
Mount is 21, maybe 20.
He turns 22
No,
in March.
22
Mount is
in
not
March.
no 24,
He's
boy.
So he
21.
turns 23 next March.
23.
22, bro.
Whatever. He was over the age
Okay.
limit. Is what I believe
No,
it was.
I didn't know like what's the year.
And to be fair, the that award, the youngster award, is probably the only one that I actually think they got right.
Who
What
got
did they
it?
give it to?
Pedri.
Pedri.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I get all of that, but the
Wait,
one
so we're
thing I
saying
don't
Mount doesn't
understand
qualify
me
for that, right?
is that
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
can you guys hear me?
Just about.
Yes.
Ah,
Is
it's
that
the
you,
mic.
Lewis?
Of
Is
course,
that
it's the
you?
fucking mic. There we go. Yeah, the one thing that I don't understand is Kaja getting 18, but this guy was in the same team and had a much better year than Kaja did. That didn't make any sense to me.
Who?
But-
Kaja?
That was for his
Who's that,
save of
Mitchelton?
Ericsson.
I was gonna say, I think more
Ericsson
personal issues
situation.
come in, or not personal issues, but like there's more personal reasons as to why.
Right,
think
and
he's
I
got-
commend him massively for the way he handled that situation because he handled it expertly. But I feel like he would have deserved the individual award for that. You know, like a recognition of his achievements.
Yeah.
They do these special awards every year. I think that would have been a lot better for Kaja. And then instead, we give this guy his space. 44 clean sheets, 54 games, Champions League, Super Cup. All the more reason to push him up to number 18. But that was my only real gripe with the Ballon d'Or rankings. Other than that, everything else kind of fit in the right place. Romelu Lukaku gets 12 for all of his work with Inter Milan. He dominated the attacking stats and won MVP. Kante got 5th because of his ridiculous performances in the run to the Champions League final. And Jorginho got 3rd, which, if we're doing it based on what Donnarumma won the Lev Yashin award for, he should have got 1st, but it is what it is. We move. But that was my only real problem. Big up AV, who says when Ribéry lost in 2013, the Ballon d'Or lost credibility. People would go further back with that.
100%,
You could talk
yeah.
about
Schneider. Go back to
with
2010.
Snyder. You could talk about 2003 with Thierry Henry when Nedved won it. Like, there's
Yep.
plenty of other
2006,
options where
man.
you could say where
Cannavaro.
someone got robbed.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, fuck, Cannavaro won it in 06. And that was
Yeah.
just based off the tournament too. Ridiculous.
That was just based on the World Cup. That was it.
Pulisic's personal doctor said Mendy suffered from Chelsea tax, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to be telling my kids Lewandowski is a 2-time Ballon d'Or winner. I think you'd rather have at least that one trophy from 2010 as opposed to that fucking pizza box that you got for Striker of the Year or whatever that horrendous trophy.
That was a wood carving from school.
That is one of the most hideous trophies I've seen in my life. Like, what the fuck, man? Looks like a
First of all,
Papa
The
John.
French, what do you expect? Yes, I'm slating all French people.
that's first of all, that's a fire hazard. First of all, if he takes that traveling, it's a fire hazard. Plus it's damn ugly. It's damn ugly and should be used as a doorstop, an outdoor doorstop as well. That's what it should be used by. Oh, you know, if I was him, this is just me. I would have just frisbeed that out.
I was going to say frisbee, you know.
Just here you go. You've literally made this award so you can't give me the Ballon d'Or.
So yeah, it is, but that's just it devalues the trophy more and more to the point where now it just doesn't really mean shit. Messi can afford his way by ghosting 2 months with France.
Yeah, it's all about a commercial and everything like that, and it's it's just about that.
I'd rather talk about the Juve problems and how that can
Juve
help.
problems. Go into it, man.
Now, they're being investigated for all transfer business that has to do with the night between 19 and 21. They could, if found guilty, be relegated to Serie B.
Yes, but that sounds like it happened to one of these clubs before. And it was Juventus again.
Yeah, 16 games.
Okay. Okay.
So the Chiesa thing is really a very good possibility since he's still, I think, officially on loan still from Fiorentina.
He is.
I think it's a loan with an obligation to buy.
Yeah.
So we should be getting Chiesa for the 45 million obligation.
Yeah, that would be
Would that
great.
potentially cancel the loan?
It would potentially. They might make Juve say you can't make any transfers this year because
your transfer ban.
Because you're FFP.
I was to say it's a similar situation to the Romero transfer that Tottenham did because he was on loan at Atalanta and I think they had an obligation to buy as well.
And they sold the obligation.
Yeah, I can't exactly remember how it went, but I think it's a similar situation.
And of course, the Otter and Pjanic deal has already been ruled to be illegal.
Yeah,
it's not just that though. Like there goes further. Like just look in terms of swap deals. Like they did a swap deal with Manchester City over
Rodri,
youth players.
You think we didn't see that sneaking picture you just did, Lewis?
Yeah, I think Rodri was involved in.
I told you guys money launderers. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Rodri. It was Cancelo.
It was not. That's not what I'm on about. They said last year they did a swap deal with 2 youth players. Like, and I'm talking straight swap.
Okay.
Which for youth players, I just don't think makes much sense. Especially considering the one that Juve got is now on loan, and the one that City got, I think, is still in their academy. So yeah, that's kind of weird. And then just the stuff that they did with the Pjanic deal, and I wouldn't be surprised.
What about the people that what about him saying he doesn't want to play anywhere but Italian league? Do people just ignore that? Chiesa, yeah.
I've never heard him say that.
I thought that's the biggest issue for the
No,
transfer
I think it
before.
comes across that we young coming into the prime Italian players very rarely leave the Serie A. They very rarely leave it.
So it's not
the whole
the
stick.
okay.
It's the whole
Okay.
thing around it. They very rarely leave. I think as much as people may disagree, Jorginho is probably one of the first in over like 10 years or something. Maybe that's come out the Serie A that's in there like
He's Brazilian.
Prime.
Who else is going to pay him the money in Serie A?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Nobody.
Inter, the Milan clubs can't afford it, and neither can Roma really. So, and
Yeah, I mean it sounds
We're
like
going to have
there's
the
like
space in the summertime.
it's only really Bayern Munich, possibly. I know Bayern were linked to him. So
would it be a summer and not a January signing?
It could be January. It could be January.
Well, I guess it could be if this thing is really getting bad and they have to start dumping players.
Well, it's not about Juventus apparently. It's more about Atalanta now, since Chiesa it's their player, right?
It's Fiorentina.
Oh, Fiorentina. Is it Fiorentina the one that?
No, it's because it's contracted as an obligation to buy. They would have to say, hey, either one, you can't buy any players for a year, so the obligation gets they could sell the obligation in the contract because you're not selling the person, you're selling the contract. And if they could just transfer the buy option to Chelsea, and you're talking about 45 million euro.
Yeah, something like that.
Million.
Yeah,
that was agreed price between Juventus and Fiorentina. I think it's 45 million euros or something like that.
I think so. Yeah,
that would be a steal and a half. Whatever you think of Chiesa, 45 million euro.
Yeah, but that's between the Italian clubs.
Yeah, that's Timo Werner price.
That's less.
That's how much Timo Werner price.
That's less.
It's less.
Well, a couple of mil, but yeah.
But we all know that's between Italian clubs. We all know
and again, I think that's one of the things that's being investigated is the fact that.
You think we can throw Werner in the deal?
No, I think Werner's going to Bayern.
Bundesliga. Yeah.
So you guys think we're going to cancel Juve's? Deal with Fiorentina, and then we can sign him for the exact same price.
That's
no. But you sell the contract, which has the obligation and a price set in the contract.
How much would you say Chiesa would be?
45 euros.
45 million euros.
Right, so could we do like 40 million plus Werner?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that if he's already 45 million euros?
Why would you do that when you can get
I think people like as much as
Werner. Thank you.
No. I got the sarcasm. I'm saying like I think Marina can still do the money back guarantee on Werner. I think we will recoup all the money we paid for him.
We'll be lucky. Yes. We'll be lucky with how he's playing at the minute. We'll be lucky if we get anything north.
Man has scored 6 out of 26 chances since he joined us.
Look, he's still 25, and if he goes back to Germany,
nice. One more year, and then have 1 year for every miss he's had with us.
No, what I'm saying, the money-wise, I think teams will still pay 50 million. 50 million, it's not a big. You'll see, Scott. You'll see.
Dude,
I just think they're mad. It's like I made this point on the last.
For Morata.
I just find it mad because it's like, as I said on the last stream, for me there is a genuine argument to be made that Michy Batshuayi is better technically than Werner, and Leeds wouldn't pay any more than £10 million for him.
Yeah, but Timo Werner is a different story than Michy Batshuayi.
And I was going to say Michy Batshuayi has done more for this club in terms of goals and assists than Werner has. So, like, I'm genuinely struggling to see how we get anything north of 15 mil from him at the minute.
We'll get it. We'll get it.
I'll tell you what. If we do, whoever's buying him for anything more than that is stupid as shit.
He has a name, and a name matters.
If we sell Werner for 50 million, we need to be invested for money laundering.
Alvaro Morata went for 75 million after scoring 12 goals. Some of these players, I don't know what their agents do, but.
For me, the difference between Werner and Morata in this situation is Morata went to a club where he went straight into the team. Either Bayern or Dortmund, Werner doesn't start for either of those teams.
Oh, he starts for Dortmund. He starts for Dortmund.
He definitely doesn't start for Dortmund. Haaland and Marlon are currently playing better than he is.
Haaland is not going to be there.
Haaland's leaving, man.
And then Marlon's playing good at the minute. He doesn't start for Dortmund.
Yeah, but Haaland and Marlon start, so they'll probably just start him and Marlon.
And Werner is probably going to go to the Bayern anyway, because I think Lewandowski is about to move on. So it doesn't really matter. As I saw conjecture, but I think Timo goes somewhere this summer, so Chiesa is a proper fit to come in. Apparently, fits Tuchel's system better than Werner does. He's more flexible. Probably he's more of a winger than he is a striker, so he can actually handle the ball and progress it. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump too far off topic. It's pertinent because it's somebody and we're looking at De Ligt too, and he's also might be having to go as well. So
his form's been horrendous this season for Juve. So hopefully that lowers his valuation a little bit.
Well,
how can he be when the Chiellini and Bonucci were 13th and 14th in the World Player of the Year list?
All fraudulent. We know who should have been 14th.
No, he was 27th, man. Was he?
I said what?
Was he even on the list? Aspilicueta was on the list. He wasn't on it, was he?
That was bullshit, man.
Is Ruger even on it, or Thiago?
No, neither.
Even Rudiger got down off. He should have been in the list for it.
Well,
Aspilicueta was 29.
Aspi didn't get a single vote. Fucking Gerard Moreno got more votes than he did.
I think he's on there because he was just named on there, like as part of the list to vote for. So
he was on the final shortlist, but no one voted for him.
Yeah.
But we got Moreno and Diaz got one vote, and Barella.
Moreno is the Villarreal forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's actually did quite well.
He's very underrated, I think.
Yeah, I think
he can do a job.
He literally did on
Did
Man
he
United.
score?
He did it
had a
on.
bad year or anything. I'm saying it in terms of levels, like the year Aspi's had compared to the year Moreno.
It was it was fun seeing the Neymar fanboy's head explode when Sterling finished ahead of him.
Well, Neymar's overrated. That's why.
Also,
I-
clear of where Foden finished.
Oh, look at that. Roberto Mancini has emerged as a wild card candidate to take over Manchester United next summer.
No chance.
Wow.
No chance.
Isn't that the complete opposite of Ragnick?
It is, yeah.
Exactly.
That makes no sense.
That's why he's a consultant and not director of football. That's why. See what I mean? If he's director of football, he's not being linked to that job.
Hey, Lewis, speaking of your boy AC, are we on 3 or 4 straight games without playing now, or are you getting a little bit scared here, or what?
The streak is over tomorrow. The streak is over.
Dad's playing.
Guess he'll probably start in the center, right?
Yep.
If Myla Sarr and whoever else about is Pete.
No.
Sar's out.
Star's out.
Sar's out.
Oh,
So
so Sarr's
good.
he's out as well.
all right, cool. No worries.
Dennis is out as well.
How about Dennis? Because I know he came
He's
off
out.
injured.
He's out. Yeah.
Okay.
But they'll
So
probably
we can play
So it's Ben
Pulisic
Foster.
and Cho
He's out
at
as well.
wing backs then.
They
Bro,
could, yeah.
I think they've got like 4 or 5 players out.
Yeah, Ben Foster's out as well. They're not back
Yeah.
to 2022. Him and Dennis are not back till the new year.
Yeah, they
Even
got.
Foster. Wow.
What
That
if we
was-
had what?
I
if we had-
always rated Foster as a goalkeeper. I don't know why, but I always rated him as a keeper.
He's
What if
fun.
we had Cho and Pulisic
should
as
have been-
wingbacks, and then Mount,
He's performed
Havertz, and
against us a
Lukaku
lot.
as the attack? That would be pretty nasty.
Well, yeah, but Lukaku's not going to start. He's not fit to start. So it's
He isn't?
it would have to be
I don't.
Ziyech.
Then he shouldn't be on the
Havertz,
bench.
and
Like I
Mount.
don't play him
I
for
don't
8 minutes.
understand.
Like
I think Tuchel saying he only available to play 8 minutes. I think he was covering his ass for the mistake he made in that.
yeah,
lineup.
hell yeah.
I think Tuchel literally said that because it was he did a big blunder yesterday on Sunday with that lineup.
Yeah.
If he's only
as
fit for 8
much-
minutes, just keep him in the
subs,
stands,
The
man.
lateness of the subs. That was the blunder.
No, the
Agree
starting
with
lineup
Xavi.
was shit too from the attack.
I agree with that. I said from the beginning it was bad. But remember, Lewis, I don't know if I told you that or not. Somebody I was talking before the game, and all the Chelsea fans, fanboys saying like, yeah, we're smashing them 5-6, whatever. I knew it wasn't going to be easy game. I knew the juju we have against Man United the last. I was like, I think it was going to be tight game and stuff like that. So we'll be on how close lineups are going to be. And the fact that we know the way lined up is going to be for United is even more disappointed on Tuchel's starting lineup. You see
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Alex,
Like,
that's
I
true.
was so disappointed because I knew exactly how they're going to play.
Alex, that's a good point because it's where they are at the moment. Like I think we would even had a better chance if they were in a good moment and they came to play. But it's the fact that they're just struggling for confidence and they have to camp it at
I'm
the
not going
back.
to lie.
That
Maybe
wasn't. Let me finish, Scott. I'm sorry. The reason what I was saying is like, it was not about that. It was about more for me. It was what sentence I tried to make that it's Man United. I forgot the thing that I was gonna say, and
Are a
go
shit
ahead,
I
club.
get your point.
go
I'm
ahead.
just adding
Yeah,
to
go
it.
ahead, Scott. I will.
I was just going to
Alex,
say,
I get your
Xavi
point. I'm
threw
just
me off
adding
my
to it.
mind.
maybe this is just me being overconfident or arrogant, but we should be. I don't care that they're Man United, and I don't care about Juju. We should be we should have smashed them.
If the first goal
That's
could
not
show
being
one man,
arrogant.
it
That's the
would have.
worst Manchester
I was
United
going to
side I've
say,
seen come to
look,
Stamford
look at
Bridge
that.
in my
Look at that
lifetime.
team.
It's worse
Look
than
at
the
that.
team that we lost, that we beat 4-0
I was going to say,
by a
look at
mile.
just the whole context. You had a manager who's basically it's like a provisional driver driving a fucking tank with no brakes. Like this guy can only manage 6 games in the Premier League because he hasn't got his full license yet. You've got a back line that consisted of their second choice left back, their third and fourth choice centre backs, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who is average at best. You had a midfield of Scott McTominay and Matic, who are slow as all get up, and Fred, fair enough, I think is decent. And they played with 10 men basically the whole game until Bruno came off because he was shit.
We let their midfield dance all over us in the second half. We had Matic nutmegging half our players and doing back heels. And he's 35 and he can't even turn.
Hey,
It was
look,
ridiculous.
Exactly.
all I got to say is the attacking lineup was wrong. There's no goal scorers in
Just-
the 3-man attack. Not one.
The only person who looked to try and take responsibility for finishing was, to be honest, Cho and Werner. But both are
They
poor.
can't.
Both are poor.
They're not known
Jen
as goal
Gibbons
scorers.
says Scott, stop it, we'll get 55, 60 mil easy. It all depends on Marine attacks. That's going to be on her. Although I'd be really surprised if we even get our money back for him. Big up Zion. It has been a while. I hope
No,
you're
we're
all
getting
good
our
and
money
take
back,
care of
man.
yourself.
You'll get your
If
money
it's
back,
buying
definitely.
are smart. When it comes to business, buying are smart. They don't just buy players for the sake of buying players.
This lady got 60 million for Morata.
Atletico
She's a
Madrid tax.
genius.
I was going to
Let's
say
just-
Atletico Madrid, and like I said, he went
Yeah.
There's
straight.
a reason why they're in crippling debt right now.
And like I said, he
Okay.
went straight into that lineup. Werner does not start for Bayern.
All right. Well, he can start for Dortmund.
He doesn't start for Dortmund either.
He does. When
No,
Haaland-
to be
He-
honest, because like you have to take Werner differently in the Bundesliga. He's a different player
Yeah,
there.
and Haaland will be leaving in the summer. So why
And
would he
Marlon's
start
still in
for Dortmund?
Marlon is currently in better form for Dortmund. He's had a shit few months. He's currently in better form for
He
Dortmund.
plays
than
with
Werner is.
Haaland though, so he's just replacing Haaland. So Marlon's not affected by his arrival.
Marlon Holland.
Yeah.
Marlon plays up front now. Since,
Yeah, but
since
so
Marlon
does
was
Haaland.
injured, Marlon was playing up front.
Easily.
Let's not have a Dortmund
First of all,
argument.
I'm just saying,
Lewandowski is
who-
living in the
do you
summer
know
too.
what? What does
Yeah,
it matter
Lewandowski's
who-
probably moving
What
on
does
as
it matter
well.
who he starts for?
Where
It's
is
just
he
about
going?
getting money for him.
I
Who
agree. I
starts
just
for.
think this
Yeah.
idea that we're
Are you
definitely going to get
working
our
for
money back.
Are you working for Bundesliga or something, Scott?
No,
He
I
is,
just,
Are
I
you
just
wor-
think
he's
I agree.
Bundesliga.
We just need to get rid of him. I just think this idea that we're definitely going to get our money back, plus potentially make
I am
profit on
100%.
is
Like,
He's
is
gonna
not.
be
young.
involved in a
He's
He's
swap
still
deal.
young. He's still young.
He's going to be
You know what it
involved in
might
a
be,
shot
Scott?
a
It might
swap
be.
deal.
It might be another loan with obligation to buy. It might
It
be
might
like
be.
that.
I just,
Might be
as I said, I just think I think it's naive to think that we can get the money back straight away.
First of all, we only play 45 million pounds for him, right?
and then the
It's
transfer.
45 or 40 million we got him.
Could do a
Yes.
loan fee, Alex, and then the transfer.
Yeah, 40 million. Are you kidding me? We're recuperating that money. We got him for 40 or 45 million pounds.
Yeah.
We definitely get him money back.
Max on young players to develop. Werner is 25 on high wages. Can anyone rebuttal this?
No,
Yeah, they don't really do it.
he's not on high wages for that position group.
Yeah, he's not.
Any on like 200k plus?
Yeah.
I think he's on 250 or close
I
thereby.
thought it was 170 or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, but we all know they don't. The clubs don't pay the fees up front all the time.
No, it's
You know what
annuitized.
So yeah, so it'd be like you say 50 million. That might be over 3 or 4 years. You know what I mean? Here and there. So we're not going to pay.
Yeah, if you'll ask all cash, all now, nobody will pay 50.
Yeah.
But if you spread it in a 4-year thing, Yeah.
2
I
minutes. I'll
hope
be
that
back.
it happens. So it's look, it's again we're chasing a rabbit down the rabbit hole because that's going to happen this summer. It has nothing to do with Wednesday's game,
Bro, I can't lie. I'd get rid of him
other
in
than the fact
January.
that he needs to be on the bench.
Do we want to get into tomorrow's lineup?
I would love to get him tomorrow's lineup.
Yeah,
That's going to be a
Lewis
hell of
said
a.
he's gonna be back in 2 minutes. So.
Yeah, and we can still talk about
We
it.
can still talk about it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So who's going because with Jorginho a doubt and
Is
Conte
Kovacic
back?
Conte out,
No.
No.
Oh
It'll
my
be
Who's
god.
gonna
Ruben
be
and
the
Sal
pivot?
probably.
Is it going to
Ruben
be
and Sal.
Sal and Ruben?
Jesus.
It's it. Xavi's on a suicide alert.
Or
Yes,
do you
bro.
drop Mount
I really
in
am,
the
bro.
pivot
Pray for
and
me.
have it Mount and Ruben?
Yo, Mount in the midfield. Mount. He's just
Yeah,
golden.
well, people
The
saying
thing-
that his real position is number 8. So box to
I
I
box.
think he'd play. I think he'd play all right next to Ruben. If put Ruben in Jorginho's role and let Mount be kind of a free flowing player in the
I
midfield.
got slammed by putting somebody in there, like in the pivot with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I put Barkley.
The one thing I can say about Watford's midfield is they have a good level of intensity to them. If they play the same three that they've played the last 2 games, then they have a good level of intensity and aggression in terms of winning the ball back and getting to players. So Barkley would just end up losing the ball about 1,000,000 times.
The only issue is I don't know with Sarr and Dennis out. I don't know
Oh,
if they've got anyone
yeah.
to replace them in terms
They
of
have.
to
They've
get the
got
outlook.
Dennis was the Sarr replacement, and I think they've got because at the minute they're playing like strikers out on at the wing. They've got a couple of players because they brought on Ashley Fletcher at the weekend for Dennis, and then they've got.
Hey
a couple-
Daniel, are you? Did
couple
you
other
already
players.
back from Atlanta or no?
Yeah, I came back like 2 days ago,
Oh.
So random.
or 3 days ago.
I know. I forgot. I knew he said he was in Atlanta and close to me. I started like,
I mean, that was a while ago, man.
yeah. I'm not young either. My memory sucks sometimes.
No, I mean, I wouldn't be angry with Ruben and Sal. I think Sal's been much better every time he's played so far. And if you give him a little bit more of a free flowing role, I think he could do a job for this one game.
And,
I just want to
and
see
we don't
more
have
of
any other
him.
choice.
Yeah, I mean, our options are basically him or Mount. It's like, who would you drop Mount back or play Sal? It's that.
I would
I
let
think
Sal
Mount will
start.
probably play. Mount will probably play, but he'll play probably further forward on the wing.
So
I
it's
missed the press
definitely-
conference.
So it's definitely no on Barkley and Ruben.
Yes.
Not Barkley. When is Conte coming back? Did he say? I missed the press.
He did not
He didn't
say.
say.
He said he's out. Kovacic is out. Chilwell's out. There's a doubt on Werner, Jorginho,
Well,
and James.
I know
James.
Chilwell. I know Chilwell not coming back for time.
Well, I even just had to say. Some people say, "Well, did he mention Chilwell?" But
Yeah, I personally would play Saul and Ruben. I just want to see Saul play a bit more.
Me too.
Like, I want to see what he's able to do.
might as well because if we're paying him.
Yeah. Well, and I do feel like every
And
game
we're
since
supposed
Villa,
we're supposed to develop
been
him as a
better.
player. Oh, Daniel
yeah,
left, so it's not the joke for you. Daniel left. I was joking that joke was for Daniel. And if you
No,
bring a
it's-
player on loan, you're supposed to develop him.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
and then-
for me, the back three changes as well.
I think
Yeah.
I'd only change one of them, to be fair.
I'll just change
Yeah.
in the middle. Christian.
Yeah, I just put AC in the middle.
I think two of them change.
Who else would you say changes?
I think that if we're not going to play Aspie at wing back, he goes in at right center back.
I think he should be playing a wing back personally.
So you think he's going to play on the left or the right?
The right, because I have an
Yeah.
idea on the left. And for me, I'd play Christian as well, but I'd play him instead of Chalobah. Like I said in the last stream,
Are we doing
every
a squad-
game you can
squad builder.
say again.
Are we doing a squad for the game?
Yeah, can
We're
do.
just talking about it while we're waiting on you to get back.
Yeah, but
Yes.
but for me, like I said in the last stream, every game you can play Silver in, play him. Like he's the best centre back in the league right now. This idea that he can't play multiple games in a row is now just a myth because he's done it for about 5 games in a row. I think we agreed. Was the myth.
I don't know, but
I forgot
this
who
would be
was
the
it.
game I'd give him a rest.
I forgot
Yeah.
who was I was arguing that saying that Timo Werner like he will start all 3 games. Was it you, Scott?
It might have been. And to be fair, like it might have been, and you were right. I just because the thing is I was I had that mindset of he's 37, maybe he can't start all the games, but I think we've seen that he's been managed through it. He has been managed through it well, and
There's been good
The
times.
only way the only
These last few games have had like 4 or 5 day gaps in them.
the only test you will have if we play high intensity teams against us, that one you will actually, but otherwise he's just juggling in the back, spreading the seeds, let you pass your left, let you pass your right. He's just doing the good deeds. I don't think he's that intense in the back. I think Rudiger is doing all the running in the first place, like does those sprints in the front. He just literally sits on the king's chair, doesn't preserves his calories for the one chance he's gonna have against some forward. So
Yeah, I
think
honestly.
I don't
Go
see
ahead,
him
go ahead.
getting tired. I don't see him getting tired to play. Like, I mean,
Yeah, but I still think I would rest him in this game. Just
this
so
game maybe. This game probably will be it because
just
of the
so
3 games.
he's ready to go for West Ham, and Tuchel does rotate the squad, so I think that rotation's used. So I guess we can go ahead and get into it then, since you got it up ready to
Yeah,
go.
remember we play in what's his name? Andrew? No, not Andrew. That West Ham forward is going to be a physical.
Antonio.
Antonio.
So-
Yeah, but see, Antonio, he didn't even do anything against the American back line except for a 30-yard streamer. Other than that, he did nothing.
Don't
And
worry.
that's the American back line.
Yeah, he did not have any chances in the midfield, and let's not compare. Let's not compare those 2 teams. It doesn't matter how much
He's getting locked up on Saturdays, Carl.
he's
Well,
getting
I-
way
I-
more chances than he will get for Jamaica. It's
I
not about.
honestly don't think it's been Chalo that's been benching AC. I think it's Silva that's been more of the reason he's not playing, because I think Tuchel.
It's the
I
whole
think
back
Tuchel likes-
three.
Yeah, but I think Tuchel likes Chalo as a right center back more than AC, and I think he's kind of shown that the last 3 weeks. But the fact that Silva's been playing so well, he hasn't dropped him. That's what's causing AC not to get extra minutes, because he prefers AC in the middle to the right center back position.
Personally, I haven't had any complaints because of how good they've all played together. Neither of those 3 have deserved to be benched, in my opinion.
Right, it's the hardest position group to argue, because whenever any of them play, they all pretty much play top
There's a couple
notch
of times
football.
Chalaba
Standard
did,
is so high there, so I'm not surprised.
No, I
Chalaba did a couple of mistakes against Man United.
Also, that's for you wild lads who think I care more about players than the club. I've been happy with him getting benched the last 3 games.
Yeah, I don't think the defense has been.
He was just
problem.
saving those calories for this contract signing.
Yeah, like I think you're right, Liz. I don't think AC did anything to be dropped, and I don't think Chalo has done any. I don't think any of them have done anything to be dropped. So it's like you got to kind of figure out who works best for what game. It's like
It's just
how it rolls.
Because you can't.
Okay, well, let's get into this. We're almost an hour into the stream already.
Right, so we got our first 2 positions lined up: AC in the middle, Mendy at the back. Who are we going to go as the 2 next to him?
Rudiger and Chalobah. If there's a consensus that AC's playing, it has to be Chalobah and Rudiger.
You're not going to
I'll
put
say
Aspie?
Aspie and
I'd put him at right wing back.
I agree with Scott. I think it'd be Chalo and Rudiger.
I'll say Sar.
Nah,
And
I'm
Aspie.
good. I don't want Saar playing.
NASA.
I think
Always,
it's gonna be AC not AC, but I think it's gonna be Aspie at right center back.
Now, who do you think is going to be at right wing back?
I think it's gonna be Christian Pulisic.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it'll be Pulisic as well, but I
Right wing
Aspie's
back.
just not playing.
I would not do that because
Wow.
of what I'd play him in the front 3 because of who I have at left wing back.
1 sec. Just gotta send this the
Who
link.
do you have at left wing back? We'll see when we get there.
I'd have
I
Cho
think
at
it
We should just put Pulisic and Show at the wing backs and call it a day. Like we all
Oh
have
my
like
god.
I think
The
we'll
thing
all
is,
have like a lot of the same players on the pitch, but in different positions.
I will say we're saying about like putting 2 wingers at wing back, but like we forget. Like I said earlier, we need to respect for as bad as they are. Watford can hit us on the counter attack, and they have real
Yeah.
pace up front.
But the fact that
But two-
Sarr and Dennis is out, they're losing their best chance.
And
They've
in
still, still got pace. And
in the same breath too, though, Scott, we also know like our wing backs are not traditional wing backs, so it's not like I don't think we really asked them to do a ton of defensive work in the first place. But
The only
yeah, I
people
mean,
that I
it definitely
see,
makes us more susceptible.
the only people I see that had pace was Dennis and especially Sarr. So like even as bad as I think Alonso is, I think he can play next game because he would give us something. Hopefully.
Put Victor
Yeah,
Moses
time.
over there, you know.
We ain't seen Aspie in a while. Have you guys put him in?
as I said,
I would
haven't-
play Aspie at right center back. So
I think he's
so
playing.
he covers for the wing backs. That's what I'm saying. Rudiger,
Yeah.
the 2 outside center backs cover for the wing backs when they get high up the pitch. That's why you have Rudiger with pace, and Aspie's good for playing in space. I just think that's a possibility. It could be played either way. I just
Do you
I
think
just-
Chalobah might not be rested? Because he's been
that's
playing
what I'm
quite a lot
saying.
lately.
Aspie at right center back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think I agree with that too.
He's played 3 games. It's not like he's played like
Chalobah rested for what? He's
Yeah.
For the
I
weekend,
think
you know, to
he's
play
fit
against
enough to-
West Ham. That's what he's going to be rested for.
to
I
but
was
you
trying
like
to do a Wednesday to Saturday.
Silva
as
and
well.
Christensen probably
Mhm.
play against West Ham. Like it's not like
Yeah.
he's been
Rudiger
impressive,
needs to get
but
rest.
Chalobah will be benched for this game or next game. I think he's going to be benched for one of them, just for like rest.
Yeah, Rudiger is not gonna be rested until the Zenit game, and that's when Sarr comes in.
Yeah.
No way. There is no way that will happen.
Okay,
I was going to say we still need to in the Zenit game. Just on that, we still need to match Juventus's result.
yeah, I
Zenit,
understand that.
Zenit is gonna play not the way we played at the bridge. We're gonna play the gigantic striker, and Sarri is not gonna get any sniff
Zuba?
around him. Yeah,
Well, that's fine. You're gonna have Thiago Silva or Christensen to deal with him.
yeah. Rudiger is gonna be playing. You'll see.
You reckon?
Yeah,
Yeah, it could be. It could be, 'cause like I said, two striker.
Listen, I
really.
would play Rudiger
Very
until the
aggressive.
wheels fall off. If he's not signing a new contract, I'd just play him until
Yeah.
he's ready to go.
That's right.
So Tuchel was
All
talking
sitting
in the
around.
press conference about Cho at left wing back. Do we think that's going to happen in this game?
I'd play him there because I'd
I
play
would as
Christian
well.
ahead
I
of
would
him.
as well.
It's gonna be Alonso.
It will. Yeah, I mean,
So I need to see something different. Alonso offered nothing to our team,
I agree.
Yes, but did you expect him to?
but then
Well,
like
I mean,
then the whole
good
point
question.
when
well, if I don't expect him to, then I don't want him to play because
He was very
I
clumsy, I thought, actually as well, like on against United, like missing his chances as well, like miscontrol. And he doesn't normally do that fair. Like he's good on the ball and good at shooting. Maybe he has to get used to it again. I don't know, like playing again. I think
you
he'll
know,
play.
I think he starts.
Yeah. I think that too.
Being Alonso starts.
I think
Yeah.
Alonso starts.
Yeah, I think Alonso starts too.
And again, Aspie plays right center back, and Christian Pulisic plays right wing back. There was a reason that he played.
Are we going by your lineup or the consensus?
What's the consensus?
It's when the people
I agree with
voting on
Alonso.
who's playing.
No. I mean, I know what it means. What is the consensus?
I agree with Alonso, for sure. Maybe Cho or Pulisic will be wing back on the right side.
because
It'll be
we're
one or two probably.
Yes,
used to.
cool. I haven't activated my Windows.
Justin, you want to get the vote going
Take me out.
on who RCB?
Well, that's not my stream, bro. It's not my stream.
Lewis, you want
Yo.
to get the vote going on RCB?
So what's happening? We doing Aspie or Chalobah?
I think Chalobah will play.
said
Thank you.
Chalo as well.
It's gonna be
Yeah, Challo.
Aspie.
If it's
Anybody
Chalobah, then it
think
has to be his wing
Ashley's
back.
gonna play RCB?
Chalobah can play DM with Loftus-Cheek.
That's fair too. That's a pot. He's played it
That's a
this year
good
once.
point.
He's never played it.
He played the
He's got
whole
moved into.
season.
He's got moved into the
played the-
midfield.
He played the whole season on loan on that position.
What are we doing for the midfield then? Because the midfield's going
Sal and
to
Ruben Loftus-Cheek. That's the only two we have fit.
For
That we
me,
know
What
of
about
for
Jorginho?
sure.
Mount, I
Jorginho's
think
out.
he was staying there.
I've-
What's good with Mount?
He's out.
Mount
He's-
can't
he's-
play
he's
as
not-
a two, man. We've seen it so many times.
He's
Why don't you
not.
guys get
You
it?
don't got a
can't play
choice,
as a two.
Andrew.
remember,
seen
I
it
said
twice.
I said Barkley will start, but she didn't
He
believe me.
can't
But
play in
you'll
the two.
see.
We've seen it.
You'll see.
I think he could do.
Wait, what's wrong
I'm
with
not
Jorginho?
too
I didn't
sold
even
on
know this.
Sayolo yet.
In a three, no problem. In a two, he's
Tuchel
He's
said-
out for the game. I think based off overload.
Tuchel said
You
he's
did
still-
not put Bakayoko in there.
he's Tuchel
Yeah,
said he's still.
Bakayoko?
Let me finish
I was
that.
waiting for that.
You
No.
keep laughing. You don't finish it.
You keep
How
laughing,
do you
yeah.
fast to finish it? You keep laughing at the end.
Tuchel said he's still blind from
what,
those
Kibble?
lights in the stadium.
He's using that Klopp excuse, you know. Defend his players full cost.
No, see, Georgie needs a rest when you turn the manager into prime tie.
Yeah.
He's still seeing Ballon d'Or.
It was the Ballon. It was the reflection off the Ballon d'Or from the stadium lights.
He saw it well enough to try to chest it to Sancho.
Come on, man. When you're looking up at the ball as it drops on top of you, don't think you can't get blinded for a split
Yes,
second.
it
by the
does.
flood.
Yes, it does. I
Yeah,
know
you
that
can.
for a
Yeah,
fact.
yeah, of course.
It
Yeah,
happened,
I've had it.
It happened.
I've had
And
it
you
with that
respect
guy,
the
yeah.
fact
You respect the
the
best player
higher
in the
the
Premier
higher
League,
the
Alex,
lights,
okay? You
the
respect
higher the
best player
ball,
in
the
Premier
harder
League.
to see. I agree with
Yeah.
you. I'm just,
He's the best player in the Premier League. It's been proven
but
by
the
yesterday.
problem is that's not what. It's like, why do you get
But, you
blind?
know,
the
you-
touch.
yeah.
Why would you touch it? Why?
You know what it is though. Yes, I do
I
agree because
can't.
I have had like shiny eye, like when you're literally looking up on the ball, but literally you just boot it away. Like I think you just boot it away if you're not sure where it's gonna land properly. Don't even worry about a touch. Just smash it away.
I'm telling you, Barkley starts, man. You don't believe me, but you'll see.
Oh,
Okay.
please, no.
I'm thinking
And I
about it. It
can,
might
and
actually
I can,
happen.
and I can, and I can actually explain. Can I explain my thoughts since we've been awful, so people stop saying that I'm
Go for it.
just throwing people on it, like see if it sticks. My process
for it.
thought is, if Lukaku starts, we have quality to assist him from the wings, but we never have a quality to go past between the lines. And Barkley, I think, is the only one that can do it because Robin Loftus-Cheek likes to carry 2 or 3 people on his back and then decides to pass it wide instead of pass it through the ball.
Yeah,
So
Lukaku's
that's
already not starting, so it doesn't matter.
What do you mean Lukaku doesn't start?
Lukaku
Yeah, he
is
does.
No, he doesn't start. Did you not watch
He
Tuchel's
wasn't
press
fit.
conference?
He was only able to play 8 minutes, and Tuchel
And-
didn't even
and-
want to
But
see him.
I think it's like I said. I think that's his
It's gonna
excuse.
be.
We'll see. But okay, if you're saying he doesn't.
There's-
Yeah, that's a weird amount of minutes to be like, well, he was only fit for
Exactly.
6.5
8
minutes. Of,
Eight
like-
minutes, man. Like literally.
just keep him in the stands,
when-
then, man.
When
Yeah, I
somebody
wanted
asks,
Lukaku to come on a lot sooner.
when
No, it was
somebody-
only because it was a final sub, and it was just Tuchel with his last role. That
And I was
night.
going to
No,
say, and it's like I
look,
said, the
it's
only
like
other
a
option he had to
ransom.
play there, the only
It's
other
like a
option he had to
ransom.
play there
Though.
was
I
Havertz,
wanted
and Havertz has been off.
$256.
Well,
When you
Havertz is
kidnap
going to
somebody-
start there on this game, so
I know it is. And I'm fine with that because I don't want to see Werner. But my point is, like, until the Man United game, like, Havertz had been just awful. He hadn't done anything apart from in the Norwich game.
Most attack ain't done too well this season. Fair.
So your options are limited to someone who's just come back from injury and isn't fit, someone who's not in form, and keeping Werner on the pitch. Like he was
And
limited.
then everybody blames Timo Werner for a loss or draw.
I don't understand.
shit.
What did the Tuchel say at the
He was
press
shit,
conference
Chris.
that
Real
that
quick,
made
no,
you think
yeah.
that-
bro.
I
that made
agree
you
he wasn't the
think that Lukaku
greatest,
doesn't start,
but was
Justin?
it his fault for Burnley
There
when we had
we
so many
go.
shots and missed out as well?
He
Like
wasn't
everybody blamed
playing
Timo
against
for the
Burnley.
United one, but
Look,
what about Burnley game as well? Same
He
amount
I'm
of
wasn't
shots.
playing
sorry.
against Burnley.
I'm sorry. I'm going to be a
He was
realist here.
injured.
Look at Juve. You think our attack was good against Juve? The
It's just
attack
Juve,
didn't do
fair.
anything until the game was put to bed.
Yeah, the first thing
We
is
had
the
a
goal.
defender score the first goal, and then Reece James scored the second. Game over. And then
Exactly.
the attack did something.
That's why it was important. Chelsea first goal is really important.
So the attack hasn't been good for a while. So whatever you think.
I already said the whole attack's not been that great this season.
So
And
Our
Ring's
defense has
definitely not
been
helping that
killing it
too.
this season. Goals,
individuals.
defending. It's
I
been
think
doing everything. Our
individuals have
defense.
been- I think individuals in that attack have had good performances.
yeah, but
in
that's a
different
collective. It's a collective thing. It's not.
What do you mean, like in certain games?
As in, Cho had a good game against Leicester and has had other good games. Against Juve, Ziyech was very good.
Yeah.
I
Cho-
don't.
Like, if
Cho's
we're
had
talking
a
as a
couple of
collective,
decent
I can
games.
hear it. But if we can't just dismiss what the certain players have done across other games. But if certain players aren't finishing, then
I don't think anyone's finishing really at their chances.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
Right, who's in the
Like-
front three then?
Well, Lukaku is. Lukaku will. I can say he
Havertz.
will.
He ain't gonna play.
if he plays, it'll be West Ham. He won't play earlier than West Ham.
Nope.
He wouldn't even get minutes in Watford.
No, he'll
He
get
might get-
minutes.
He
He'll
might
probably
get
get
minutes.
30.
He will not
He might
start.
15, 20,
Here's what I
maybe
would
30.
do. Show on the right. I'd go.
We're running out of people, guys, because we keep saying this player's not playing, this player's not playing. We're running out of people. So,
We're gonna play Thomas
Well,
Tuchel up front.
Wait,
you
is
know what I mean?
Havertz
So-
fit?
I think
Yes.
so.
yes.
That's
And
how
he's
we
coming
might-
in after hamstring injury. You-
He
I'm
was
not
was
saying
warming
that.
up to play that game to play the United match. He was one of the
okay.
ones warming up on the sideline. So
Yeah.
it wasn't a big deal on the hamstring. It's like a tight hamstring. It wasn't. So if he's on the bench, he's fit to play. Now you could say the
Actually, you know
minutes.
what? They look good coming off the right hand side, so I'll switch them.
Isn't it the same applies to Lukaku, the Jester? If he's still fit to fit,
But he's been out longer, so he's not match fit as in cardio. Havertz has only been out for a week.
Alex
can't go
Havertz is
on-
good for 7.5 minutes in this game. Okay.
So if Havertz can go 60 or 70, and then you bring on Lukaku,
Why, Josh? Why?
We dropping Ziyech, are we sure?
I'd keep him in the team.
I think Ziyech is doing
I
alright.
think Ziyech. I think he might go Pulisic in the centre and Ziyech on the right again.
The
No,
only
I
thing
don't
I'd
see that.
change is I'd take Alonso out and put take Alonso out, put Ziyech in, and put Cho at left wing back. Because I think the thing is, you look at the interchange that he could have with Pulisic. Like,
so we're saying
both-
Mount's not going to start again.
The only
Scott, do
thing,
you think Tuchel's gonna do that? Sorry.
Mount
Probably
starts
not.
this game, by the way. So whatever you think, Mount's going to be in the starting lineup.
He's playing somewhere, but he's playing.
another out of form player.
And
I don't know.
Did you? Again, we're going to play Mount at on the right side and Pulisic at right wing back. There was a reason
that
they
happens,
played
yeah.
that way at the end of the United game.
that makes no sense.
I think they just played.
Man
it 'cause they
will
were
play the
desperate
right
to
side,
score.
yeah, he will.
There was no. I wouldn't read anything big into it. We were desperate to score. and
I was
put
going
the
to say
attack
we
on
were
That was
either
it.
1-0 down or 1-1, and we were just
Yeah.
trying to score, and United made no
Exactly,
attempt to
yeah,
attack.
I wouldn't put too much into that. Really.
Well, he did mention that Christian was a good wing back.
We've also seen Christian play wing back last season, and he was shit.
If Pulisic and Cho play wing backs, Loftus-Cheek does not start this game.
Who do you reckon?
I
Jorginho?
don't
No,
know.
he's out. So
I don't know. But the thing is, you need those two to be ultra defensive.
yeah. I agree. I
I
actually
was
do
going to
agree
say,
with that. Yeah.
if Pulisic and Cho started wing backs, Chalobah is starting in midfield.
That's what I mean. So you
Maybe.
want, if Pulisic's in that side, or you're going to have to tell Ruben to do something. I've seen him do it in glimpses, but for a whole game, I don't know if he can do it. And that's sit there and be disciplined.
Well, if they don't have the
Because-
ball, what do we care?
I'm just saying.
Counter attack
It's
stuff
one
like
of those
Star or
things,
something.
You know.
Yeah,
Sar's out.
because you don't think AC,
Oh, what really?
Aspie, and Ruder can handle a counterattack from that
How
I
did-
don't
cross.
know.
How,
I'm just
how did
saying.
how did that
Wow,
work against
saying,
Sar
man,
Juventus?
has
That's a
a
lot.
knee
This is
ligament
exposed.
injury.
Just
Watford
ask the
Sar has a
question.
knee ligament
That-
injury.
That same line of thought, how did that work against
He's
Juventus?
finished.
Against who?
It's who?
Juventus,
Which one?
They
First
didn't
game.
play
or
against
no?
you.
the first game.
Oh yeah, they counted on us quite a lot. Yeah.
Literally, the goal we conceded is from a counter attack because we weren't paying attention from kickoff.
What game?
Yeah.
It's the first game.
Are we putting Watford on Juventus's level?
Oh yeah, that is
I'm
true.
saying, what about West Brom last season?
That was last season.
Counter-attacks. It don't matter who you're playing. If you
Oh,
open
did y'all
yourself up
see
for a
Thiago
counter-attack,
Silva's comment? Did anybody see
They
Thiago Silva
score.
comment?
exactly.
On
If
Skulls?
you open yourself up for
Yeah.
a counter-attack, you're giving
I
the
did not see that.
other team an opportunity.
Skulls changed his tune. He's talking
No.
about now we title winners. Lewis,
No,
what
no,
did you
no,
do
no,
to
no,
Skulls,
no,
bro?
No, Thiago Silva commented on Skulls'
I
comments.
know what you're talking about. I'm
Yes,
just saying.
I didn't see
okay,
it.
tell me what
Skulls
he
changes
said.
tune.
What did
I'm just
Skulls
saying.
say?
Talking about Ronaldo would have a field day with
Yeah,
Thiago Silva.
I don't
and he
think
said
that's
it's
what
easy,
you're saying,
It's easy
Zavi.
to quote when you don't play anymore.
No,
stuff like that.
I'm saying. I saw that comment,
Go inside
but
door.
Skulls. Oh, Lewis left.
Somebody ring your door.
Come through. You know I'm like that.
Right. Reggie
Pause.
Fort says, hope Pulisic doesn't play wing back. I like the Cho Pulisic Ziyech front three. Send Werner to Kazakhstan. Mason Milner should learn how to play wing back. There's a lot in that. I want to see Pulisic over a full 90
Why
at wing back.
Kazakhstan?
Judgment.
What in Kazakhstan did he
You just picked a random country. You just picked a random country and just said, there you go, get out of here.
Lewis, we've seen Pulisic at wing back. He played left wing back last season, a few games, and he wasn't
one
good.
of those stunts that
I thought it was
Wenger
just
will-
off the bench. Never saw him start.
No, there was a couple times. There was one. It was a Leeds game where he started at wing back,
Did he start
where we drew 0-0, and he wasn't good.
I just
Scott,
think
that's one game.
Cool,
I
but then
think-
people are talking about we wanted to play. Hang on, I hear people say, "Oh, I wanted to play wing back because he's played a good 20 minutes versus United at wing back."
Nah, he played.
No, they want him to play wing back because they don't want Alonso to freaking
No way,
play.
that's the wrong formation.
Then play Cho there and play.
That's
Pulisic in the
my
front three.
thought.
I think people want Timo Werner to be Borat in the next Borat movie.
I would like Pulisic on the
played
field. I
forward
don't
back
necessarily
against
care
him.
what position he's in.
We didn't play
Like,
forward at back.
Every formation I'm seeing saying 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, online it has it as forward at back, but if you watched it in game, it wasn't forward at back. Pulisic was playing right wing back.
Fair enough then, innit? Like, because that looks weird to me anyway, because I don't remember us playing forward at the back on the Tuchel, so you should be correct. Paul Jr. says how Lewis got a whole non-trial 2020 Adobe Photoshop working and active, but not on Microsoft Windows activated is bemusing. Them going super chats all year must be going to Christensen. This guy's just baiting everything. Oh my days! On the Photoshop thing, shush. The Microsoft thing that ain't getting activated. Yeah, imagine fully baiting me out on everything, you know. Fucking hell! Oh my days!
We are actually gonna talk some sense now and understand that Mount's gonna play one of the 3 forward positions in this game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it?
If he plays, then cool.
Sorry, he's getting dropped, but
I don't know.
who gets dropped out the front three then?
I don't even know why we do these first 11 things. We never get them right. I don't
No,
know
because
why
Tuchel.
Yeah,
always-
to be fair, past 3-1s I made.
Why do
with
we
one-
get to do live streams? Let's all go home.
No, that's fine.
No.
We discussed.
well, Andrew, the more
but-
injuries we have, the easier it gets, right? It's starting to make
Yeah,
itself
look at the
worse.
front three. We kept going down to the point where we don't have anyone to put in the front three because we didn't want that player playing or that player playing. So we're getting down to like I don't know the whoever the physio is that he can play there right wing. You know, Tobias Tuchel. Come on,
May as well try it.
Hey, I predicted all 3 lineups, past ones, just one mistake in each one of them. One
Good
player.
for you, and the gold star's on its way.
Right here. On my left, he did.
No, there has been sometimes a lineup's been easy. I remember
No,
one of
but
them.
I don't. It doesn't. I don't think. Apart from like cup games, he doesn't make wholesale changes.
Jester, you see that?
Unless it's injuries, of course. But
Yeah.
we don't know the state of the injuries. They were all in training.
I will
even the ones
say,
that got the nod.
Jesters.
If
So,
Yeah,
if
I see
Mount
people
comes in, I will say,
want to place
if-
bets. I don't even know who the dude is. You think I'm gonna play a bet with somebody I don't even know?
Yo, that's
what,
free
what
money.
I will say is if Mount comes into that front three, it's purely down to rotation.
HM, how are you gonna pay $100?
Scott, we know you hate him. It's okay, man. It's okay.
Wait, hey, who?
Can you convince me?
Mount,
otherwise? Can you tell me
damn.
otherwise?
He started 2 games out of 12. Like, why are we complaining about him starting what? Like,
Then,
Watford?
then that's what I'm saying. It's if he
Like-
comes in, it's in rotation. I even said if he starts fine. I literally said that like not even 5
I
minutes.
actually think that easy
If he
$100
starts
bet
fine,
over
my
there.
point is if he
somebody
comes in
I'm
said.
trying to
not
tell
on
him.
form, It's down to rotation.
That's an easy $100 bet.
If we're going on form, he don't
On
start.
form, the rest aren't doing shit anyway. So on form, he can't
on
come
form, none of the attackers should be in there.
On
Like,
form,
what are we saying? On form.
on form,
Hell
Ziyech
no,
starts
form
over him.
Ziyech has been
Pulisic starts
poor.
over him.
He's had one good game in the
Cho
last
starts
6.
over him.
Ziyech, that's Ziyech's form. If that's Ziyech's form, maybe
One good game out of 6.
He's been better than Mount.
Better than
though.
Mount.
Injured. Mount has started 1 game, 2 games out of the last 12. One
He's
of them
not gonna have
Norwich.
that argument with
again,
you.
Other
you're
Leicester.
proving my
He's
point.
not gonna have that
Injured.
argument with you.
Doesn't get in.
It doesn't matter, man. Ziyech has been poor. He does get in.
He's
Better
not
than
been poor
Mount.
though, has he? He's had a poor half against United. The
He
first
has
half
been poor.
good.
He's had
Juve,
one
he was
good game in 6 games he's played. The last
mean,
6
is that
games.
our
hang on,
bar for
hang
our
on. But
attack
you've
is
just
to
told me
do
that Mount
something
played
maybe,
started
probably?
2 of the last 12 and hasn't done anything in those games either. His form isn't
What did
good.
anything? The 2 games he started was Norwich, where he scored a hat trick and
Oh,
had
yeah,
one
okay, Norwich.
assist, and
The
was Leicester.
Sorry, the worst team in the league.
Yeah, then
That's
don't use that game where
Newcastle.
you're saying we scored this many goals or blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. Those are the games he started. He
Well,
hasn't
Leicester,
started
he was
since.
shit. So
Yeah, but okay,
Okay,
exactly.
he was shit and he's been injured.
Mount
Oh,
came in
well,
against
now
Leicester
he's
and was
injured.
crap, and then
Oh, now
Ziyech
he's
did more
injured.
in that
Oh,
game.
okay. Stop using the fucking excuses. Like I said, he's been dog shit. And if you're talking about Ziyech hasn't been good and there's only had one good game, then so's Mount.
to say
So
they got the
I can
same
use the
form.
same
then.
argument.
They got the
I'm
same
gonna
form.
send you
Stupid
that
argument, but he's gonna
pic
start it. We'll see.
Yeah,
just
And
to-
then, but Ziyech has actually had assists and in those games too.
violin.
Like, Leicester Mount was terrible, and Ziyech came on and played well. Could have had 2 assists. Juventus, he was
Coulda, woulda,
good.
shoulda.
What is that? What is that? He did have assists though, and that was your boy who missed his brilliant pass. By the way, you're saying,
What? Who? What?
Pulisic missed that chance against Leicester.
Pulisic.
But I feel like Ziyech should get the nod over Mount. There's nothing against Mount. I think Mount could play in the midfield.
Are you talking about the one he got pushed in the back, running away from goal? He was supposed to score
Ziyech
that,
is-
huh?
I'm not even.
He's a
Yes,
contortionist
you know what?
now.
Yeah, Ziyech should start. But when he does have a poor game, don't change your tune, please. Don't come in. Oh, I'm tired of him. I'm sick of him. This
I'm
is
tired
what
of
always
him now.
happens.
Yeah,
He
Xavi
gives you
wanted
one
him sold
game-
in January.
One game in
I'm
8
not falling
games.
for that,
He gives
Alex.
you one good game, and
Don't
he's saying
follow
shit.
What
it.
is our perfect front three then?
You're hearing, bro. You gotta get that surgery.
I tend to agree with Dan here. Honestly, like I honestly don't think.
And the
Ziyech
next
has
game,
been
you'll say, "Oh
great.
my
Like,
God, Ziyech was so terrible. Why did he do that?" Don't say
Daniel, half of the panel wanted Ziyech sold in January.
that.
I still want
It's
Ziyech
just-
sold in
it's just
January.
I
fraudulent.
still want him sold.
No,
but
Matt,
it's not. It's not. You haven't given me an argument to say why Mount starts.
Because he was the best player last year, and the only reason he hasn't been
I
starting
think
is
because he
injury.
usually does.
That was
That's
not.
why.
my
That's
argument.
why.
Repeat your whole
No.
argument.
No.
That's
Don't
I'll give you. Here's
don't
the
ask
last
for
year.
an answer and then
Are we
talk
living
over
in the
it while I'm
past
giving
now?
you
Are we
said
something.
last
fucking
year.
Arsenal
The only
fans?
reason why he hasn't had form is injury.
Here's
That's the only
here's I
reason.
can tell you
No,
why
and
the
he's been
reason
shit.
Mount
Hang on.
will start.
Sorry,
Can I
injury.
give you? Can I give you
Okay.
reason?
Move
Let
the goal.
me give you
Keep
the
moving
reason.
the
Don't
goalpost to
ask
suit
me
your
a question
agenda.
and then be mad about the answer.
Because your answer's dumb.
It's not dumb. He's been injured.
It's stupid.
You
Hey,
said
man.
the first thing you said was that he was our best player last year. How is that important to this?
Because we know what
It's
his
not.
form is when he's
He
fit.
wasn't the
He
best
wasn't
player
this year,
last year
Daniel.
anyway, but that's
You
okay.
need to get last year out of your mind. We're talking about this year. Last year
All
doesn't
right, this year
matter.
he's been injured.
He's not been. He's
I
been
thought it was
injured
a-
for
I thought it was
part
a
of it.
toothache.
He's been injured
What do
for
you mean
part of it, not all of
he's
it.
been injured
He's
for
been
like what
injured
a
the whole
month,
season.
2?
So he's been
He
injured
hasn't
for 3
started
months.
3 games
The
in a
whole
row.
season he's been injured,
He's
has
been
he?
injured for a whole
Oh,
season.
Can I?
been injured the whole
Can
season
Hold
as
on.
well.
Does he have? Is he injury prone now?
Well, yeah, we might as well call him injury prone. He's been injured for 3
Dumb
months.
motherfucking answers, man.
So you know.
Very stupid, man.
I just have to throw that in every time.
So much anger.
Bro, because your arguments don't make no sense. That's why.
No, that's
Your
because you're not
don't make no sense.
intelligent. Why would it make sense to you?
Because you've talked about. Hang on,
Yo,
Ziyech-
why do we always
Mount-
gotta get
hang on,
Why
hang
you
on,
gotta?
no,
Hey, don't make it
You've said
personal. though.
Mount's
made it
been
Guys,
injured the whole
made it personal.
season.
Guys.
You
Can I
said
say the
Mount's
reason
been
why?
injured the
Can I
whole
say?
season, as though Ziyech didn't have a shoulder injury in the first game of the season that he was coming back from. But you don't
Ziyech
want to
has
take
been
that.
fit the entire time.
No. You don't want to take that into account. You've then said, "Oh,
He
Mount
started
only
more
had."
games than Mount and
You've
has
said, you've
less
said
stats.
Ziyech has only had. You've said Ziyech has only had one good game in 8. Mount's had one good game against the worst team in the league. Like,
Can I?
you
Can
said,
I?
"Oh, he should play because he was the best player
So all
last
those
year."
other
Why are
games
we
that
living in the
Mount didn't
past?
start, who started in those games?
Say again.
In those 12 games, Mount didn't start 8 of them. Well, sorry, not 8 of them. He didn't start 10. Who started in those 10 games? How are their stats?
Oh, they
don't
all
know.
stink.
I don't
They
have
all
the
What
lineup.
the fuck are we talking about here?
I know. We're talking about. You know what we're comparing to? I brought it down.
For fuck's sake.
We're comparing which dog shit to step into to get home. Because that's the only way to get home. We have to step in dog shit. That's what we're comparing to.
Just make sure you have shoes on, because without shoes it sucks.
No, our shoes.
Yeah, but one has
we don't
sucked.
have shoes.
One
We
has
went
sucked
out to
for
take-
fucking
we went
the
out to
entire
take- we
time
went out
they've
to get
been
the bin
here.
back.
But yet
We
you
went out to
guys
get the bin
keep
back.
bringing up hope because they've had one good game.
Oh shit! All of them are shit compared to. They're the worst. This is the worst bunch of attackers we've had in the past 20 years. They're
Sounds
all
good.
Shit.
We won the Champions League with them. The worst.
Sorry,
team.
1819 would like
That's
to have a
fine.
conversation.
The
I was
worst
gonna
bunch of
say
20 years
sorry,
won the Champions League.
We won
that
the
season.
Champions
I
League.
don't
Let
know.
me-
guys,
They're
can I
good
say
run,
the reason
but
why Mount will start
overall, they've been
tomorrow?
shit. Look at their numbers.
The
Can
reason
I
we
say
won the
the
Champions
reason-
League is we're so
Can I-
balanced.
Sounds good. One
Go
was.
on.
Never mind, let's move
Can
on.
I
Look at their
say,
numbers,
can I
though.
say,
They're all
можно я
low
скажу,
numbers.
можно я
All
скажу,
of them.
you see what you're doing to me, you're making me speak Russian. Let me ask you, let me tell you the reason why Mount should start tomorrow. Because we need the better players to be available on Wednesday.
Or
There we
Saturday.
So let them rest, let Mount play.
See, you're like, see, you know what I mean? You're so shit stirring bullshit right there, right? Listen,
Troublemaker.
No,
he will come
if
in.
you want the player to get back his form
Don't
and play
switch
better,
up when
isn't
Ziyech starts and he
isn't
plays
those big
bad. I
games?
promise you, I'm going to be
Isn't those?
unbearable. Don't
No,
switch
I'm
up.
asking.
Accept
I'm
it.
asking.
Bro,
Listen,
that's petty.
I'm
listen.
asking. I'm
Yeah.
asking.
He's
That's
got a
petty.
right to say it. He's got a right to say it because Ziyech hasn't
I have a
got
right to
anything
say it
in the
because you
past.
guys do this every time. Ziyech should keep starting. He gives
That's
you this. You know
emotional.
what he gets. But I know what I get when Mount plays on a consistent basis. I know what I get from Ziyech. It's shit.
But Mount's not
I've
consistent.
seen him for a whole year.
But
I
Mount's
was
not
going to say
consistent. You can't
he's
say
not
that.
consistent,
Mount's not
and he hasn't
consistent.
been consistent this season.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
but
can't give the
but
consistency.
but
Come on.
don't you
And
think
so
he
is
needs
Ziyech,
to?
man. This is my whole argument. You want to keep
No,
moving
he's
the
not.
goalposts.
Ziyech was injured for one game of the entire season. He's been
No,
back
but you know
since
how
the
bad his
second.
injury is? Like, it
I
can
was
affect
going
him
to
all
say, do you
season
know
because he didn't get the
what the
surgery.
extent of his
What are you
injury? Do
talking
you know
about?
the guy
It's not-
got told he needed surgery and refused to have
Why?
it.
Okay. All right.
Well, Mount decided to have the surgery instead
But
of
that was
Ziyech. Who
teeth,
just,
you fucker. Shoulder.
Big up JJ Bridge saying, Lewis,
Sorry.
why don't we start Jesters up
You
front
gotta
against
let
Watford?
that hate
You know
go,
what?
man.
Jesters
Like,
would probably be more prolific than Werner, so
let
I'm
it
here
go.
for it.
It's not
Hey,
that deep.
I guarantee I'm scoring one of those
What's that deep? Why are we
chances in the
discussing
box.
it?
Let it go from
against
your
I
head.
United.
agree with you. I believe you, bro. I
Why
really
is it
do.
By the
deep?
way,
You know what? Who
this
cares who starts tomorrow? If they
this
score,
whole
they score.
issue,
I
I
don't
just
really
want to point
care.
out, this whole
I
issue
don't care.
goes back to what Xavi said on the stream
Mount
yesterday
is
about how
toothless injury prone. He's injury prone, toothless injury prone. He's gonna have another tooth surgery in
All
a
right.
couple of
Well,
weeks.
good luck with.
I'm not defending. I actually want Mount
No,
start
I just,
over
it's just,
Ziyech.
it's just.
I
You know, it
want
makes
Mount
no
start
sense for
over
Chelsea
Ziyech.
fans if Mount doesn't get form.
Daniel, I want Mount to start over Ziyech. Leave me alone.
Doesn't
Man
get-
taking
I'm
it
just
personal, boy.
All right.
Reggie
I
Ford
do-
says, man said he's been injured. Shameless guy. I'm not even sure which one he means by
It's
that point.
over. Let Ziyech misplace one pass. Dan is gonna be like,
Listen, I don't have to wait for him. It's gonna happen. I don't have to do anything.
Are we gonna bring
Players
in the
like
fact
Ziyech
that
will
Shisha's
misplace a
being
pass,
banned
though.
in
He's
the
always got to
UK?
try that creative
Is that
pass.
gonna have any effect?
Yeah, he'll be gone in January now.
What Nigerian passport, bro? I have a British passport and American passport. I don't need that bullshit.
Who said Nigerian? What?
Make a comment.
Oh, is it a comment? Well, you
But what
know
use
there's
is
gonna be
that to
some-
me?
I said you've been Johnny-fied.
he ain't wrong.
No, Daniel always supported Mount. I think
Yeah.
people
Yeah,
need
these
to
guys
start
are idiots.
comparing. Yeah,
Yeah.
just
That's fine. You can have a
and
debate.
Johnny.
It's all good.
What Daniel
I can have my opinion independent to what Johnny.
Daniel
Exactly,
likes
So-
Daniel likes Mount. The difference between Daniel and Johnny, I'll tell you, Daniel likes Mount and he criticizes him when Mount is playing poor. What Johnny does is sits in the bushes with binoculars.
But also, Daniel will put club first before play all the time. So,
I agree.
you know. And I don't know what that
Johnny,
comment
the
was about
wonderful
Nigerian passport.
Johnny is the one that will Fred Tuchel
I'm not
if
sure what
Mount
that
won't
does for me.
start.
Doesn't make
If
any
Mount
you know
doesn't
what?
start, Johnny is at Tuchel's door, threatening him why Mount doesn't start.
HM, it's a joke about Ziyech and Shisha. That's something that came
People
from
are
Ajax.
Oh, cancel culture.
So who's starting up front then?
Fucking say
ZH,
Ziyech, man. If you
ZH
someone-
and Mount.
I don't-
ZH
I don't-
and
I
I
Mount.
actually
want-
think it's going to be Mount,
I don't want
And
blame
you
Timo
want Butler.
Werner.
Havertz, and Ziyech.
You know,
with
fuck it. Timo
Callum at
starts.
left. wing
No,
back,
no,
and
no, no, no.
Pulisic at
No,
right back.
Nah,
no,
can't get
no.
that.
I don't
Everybody
want him
loses.
on.
Now-
Everybody loses.
now
Fuck it.
Daniel is
Everyone
What's
pissed.
loses.
your
I really
Now
don't want
Daniel
Not
Timo
a
on
temper
for
tantrum
my
starts.
for one
One at a
reason
time.
only.
Bro.
Werner numbers at?
Everybody loses, man.
What's your Werner numbers at so far this season?
What is in goal?
Werner's got, I
No,
think,
no.
2
No,
goals
he said Werner
overall.
was it 7 and 31 or something?
No,
Yeah,
6
7
and
and
32,
43.
man.
I
Oh,
think.
do you mean his whole career, Chelsea?
Daniel, for real.
No,
Daniel,
he
for
said
real.
this
Who's your
season.
front three will be?
Chris,
Oh
he
yeah,
has
this
3.
season he's got like 2 goals
Daniel.
overall and like assist or something.
What are
He
your
actually
front
has
three will
3.
be?
Yeah, it's
Mine
not as
will
long as I
be
get high.
Let me tell you. Let me tell
mine
you.
will
let me
be
tell you my
Pulisic,
front.
Lukaku, and Mount. If that's my
Lukaku's not
front three.
starting.
The mad like the thing is bar.
I asked
Werner,
Daniel a
I-
question. Can Daniel answer, please?
I have to go. Mine is Werner, Ziyech, and Havertz. That's my 3, man. Werner, Ziyech, and Havertz. Man.
What-
Hey, you guys have a good day. Werner, Ziyech, and Havertz. Fuck it.
Love it. I love
I'll
the
see you guys
pettiness.
next. I'll see you guys after
Please
the game.
continue.
No, Mount starting.
Do not ever stop being petty.
Yo,
I
that
love
what?
It. I
You
love
know
it.
this
I
is
love it.
recorded, Daniel.
I love it.
People
He's
get
brilliant.
mad
from it. We got
He
it
threw a
now.
temper tantrum and left.
He's brilliant. No, he did. No, he said he was going. He said he was
He
going.
said
but-
he
I
got
gotta
I
go
will
it.
here
say,
pretty
like,
soon too, because it's like I get
Ball-
ready for work.
Yeah, no,
Werner.
we're gonna jump off in a few minutes anyway because I gotta get
Barkley,
ready
Mount,
for Shameless.
Jorginho.
What
say,
is
to
more
be fair,
important? We are
apart from-
shameless.
Apart
All
from
right,
Werner,
peace,
I can
gentlemen. I
see.
gotta get ready for work. Y'all have a great day.
See you, man.
Yeah, guys, score predictions quick before we wrap up the
Oh,
stream.
score position
Oh, yeah.
4-0.
Jesus.
4-0. Cool, I'm gonna go
After
3-0.
that game we just played. After the game
2-1.
we just played, you're just confident.
It's
I was that
Watford.
confident against Man United.
Yeah,
If-
it's
if somebody
Watford,
would have
but
scored that goal early, it would have been.
we're
4-0.
having so many chances, but we're still not scoring that many lately.
Well,
I
that-
think-
yeah,
I
but
think-
if-
around.
But
He
if
scored
Pulisic
four-
is on
he
the
scored
field,
four
on the
against
field, then
Juventus.
we will.
I think 2-1 or 2-0 if we have a good game. I think 2-0 is
Yeah.
like decent.
If Pulisic is on the pitch starting, we will score early.
But if he
Yes.
doesn't, then what?
Well, then
They're gonna
that's
lose.
Then we
and
blame
then my
him.
prediction is
Then
going to
we
be wrong. It's based on who's going to be on the pitch.
So what
Then
score,
we're
Jack?
gonna
Did you
look
say?
for the who Tuchel is gonna blame lights this time. Or...
No, I can't lie. With Watford's defense, it doesn't matter who's on the pitch, bar Werner.
Oh, Watford has a better defense than Man United had.
I don't
No, they
want to
don't.
blame
And
them.
we-
I don't want
and
to.
we
Go-
made
go
them
and watch
and
the-
we made them look.
We'll see y'all later.
With-
Have a
Later,
good week.
Jess.
Made Chelsea
Go-
Chelsea forward three made those baby killer Bailly and Fraud Lindelof look like a world class defenders. How bad the front three was.
Nah,
Oh, yeah,
I got
but
3-0.
Go and
3-0.
watch
DS.
go and watch the
Yeah,
goals
you
that
just see
Watford
their
conceded
defence
against
against
Leicester, and
Leicester.
it's
Five-
comical. Yeah, 4-0.
5-0 Lukaku hat trick.
He ain't starting, is he?
5-0. 5-0.
He start
Mount
well.
scored
That's
all 5
gestures thing. I think Lukaku starts.
5-0
Okay.
Mount to score all 5 goals.
Lol.
Pretty
Right,
average
cool,
for
guys.
Mount, don't
We're
you
gonna
think?
be back in
Daniel
2
already
hours.
left.
The Shameless FC. Big up everyone. Smash the like and subscribe button. We out. Take care. And